Hello everyone, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. So before they start showing me the demo stuff for this, I'm gonna just get into this, and yeah, don't worry about that. So, right off the bat here, we got two stories, and I'm going to start off with Yugi's. Okay, so there's a bit of dialogue we have to get through here first before we can really progress, so bear with me. I'm gonna try not to talk over the dialogue, and you can read it at your pace, pause the video. I'm gonna try to go decently fast through it, because there's a lot. So, if you're actually interested in reading it, just pause the video at each dialogue, because I don't want to spend that much time on this part, because the gameplay is where you're going to enjoy this Let's Play the most. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue. Although most of it's just at this beginning part. There's lots of dialogue in this game, but a big chunk of it is in this part. This part is kind of story related, but it's also trying to explain this game a bit. But I will try to explain the game and how it works as soon as we actually get into the game. This Let's Play is going to be a little bit different because it's a different type of game than I usually play. Because usually games I play are, I guess, role-playing games. I think most of the games I've played are role-playing games, but this really isn't a role-playing game at all. Sure, you can make decisions, but this game is pretty much a strategy game, like, only. There is a story, but it's I don't really care much for it. Like, it's kind of confusing and doesn't really matter to have fun in this game at all. A lot of it's just making correct decisions, and in a sense it has aspects of an RPG, but you're not really playing much of a role. You're just kind of making the decisions that you would, and it's got the level up stuff. You can buy items, you can find items, find different characters to get on your team. So it has aspects of an RPG, but the basic story from an RPG isn't really there or all that important. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but you'll understand once I actually get into the gameplay part. There's so much fucking dialogue in this first part. Okay, so here we go. This is the first menu before you go into an actual fight, an overworld thing. So we'll mark. So this is all we have. We have these 3 people, and from what I understand, yes, these are the only monsters we have right now. So, yeah, because it's a new game. Last time I played this, I was trying to get all the monsters, but I don't think I ever finished. Because, let me explain one more thing. I'm using an emulator to do this Let's Play, and this emulator has a tendency to crash. So, what I'm going to do, which I probably should have done before I started recording, is I'm going to be doing a save state thing. I'm gonna hope that it doesn't crash in this episode, because I don't know the hotkey thing to save state it. So, I don't want to go into the GameCube thing and... Although I could probably figure that out now, it shouldn't fuck with the recording. Let's see. Emulation. Okay, save state is Shift F1. Okay, let's just quickly check if that works. And then if I press F1, it loads the state. Okay. Luckily, there is no dialogue that comes up on the screen. There's just a small cut with the music. That's good to know. I'm going to be using save states. I'm going to try to do them very frequently because this emulator tends to crash. And in-game, you can't save it. So, that's what I have to do. I could have done it on the Dazzle because I own the game in real life, but... For what I plan to do with this style of recording, I might be doing a lot of cuts because there's a lot of time where there's really nothing to do. There's a lot of time, a lot of waiting in this game. So that's kind of how it works. So I'll try to explain the gameplay now, but this basically is the menu. You can choose different characters and give them different monsters. All we have now are these teams. We don't have any monsters, so there's nothing we can do here. Other things you can do is you can give your monsters items in that menu. That's what that menu's for. This is the only save feature for this game, and it's only here. It's not in-game. So let's start the fight so you guys can see what the actual gameplay is like. This is going to be a very different Let's Play. Okay, so obviously there's going to be some more dialogue here because this is the first level, and they're going to try to explain the stuff. It probably isn't that important, though, so I could probably really just skip through this stuff. Okay, let me just zoom out here. Okay, so this is our field. Every match, you start on a field like this. It varies in size and amount of enemies and amount of forts, and certain things will happen on the fight. So sometimes enemies will do things, sometimes they'll just chill on their things, but the NPCs are programmed to do different things depending on the map. I think if you wait a certain amount of time, this one guy, he comes out and tries to capture one of these bases. So basically, obviously, it's a fairly simple thing. You got all your guys in one place. They always start in one place. And you have to capture the enemy, which will always be, you can press Z and you can see who the main enemy is, you know? And that's how you do it. You can also get different types of monsters from different things. I'm also going to try to get as many of these monsters as I can, because it's useful to have these monsters in your team. I know which monsters I can get in this game, and I will, or this map, so I'll attempt to do them. These yellow things are also, they're neutral, not captured by anyone, and if you capture them, you get gold. Same thing if you capture places with red text, so let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah, I'll do this first. I'm gonna send Yugi directly to here. I don't quite want to take that yet. And my base shouldn't be at any risk, so I'm going to leave it unprotected. Normally, you should not leave your base unprotected. You should always have at least one person in there with a strong enough team to defend it. But because they do not attack, and there's no one to attack, I'm not going to worry. So... Oh, yeah, this is one of the fights. You can find monsters in certain parts of the map, and this is one I know off by heart, because I've done it multiple times. I'm going to be keeping a notepad document up, so I can, so I know which one. So this is how the combat works. It's a turn-based thing. Each monster has their own abilities and attacks, and their own stats, too, so... Certain monsters do more damage, they level up, they learn more stuff. That's how it works. Kuriboh does not do a lot of damage, like, period. He never really does a lot of damage, but he has special attacks later on. I don't plan to use him for the end game, so we don't need to worry about Kuriboh. He won't last very long. Although his special ability later on is very useful, but you get it so late in the game, it's really just not useful, so... Also, there's a screen menu. If you press the start button, you can see how many points you're getting up. And to get these monsters, you don't always have to defeat them. You just have to win the fight, which just means getting more points than them. You don't even have to kill them. But we have enough strength to take out this particular monster. Unless we manage to miss, but I don't see that happening. Oh, yeah, I missed. But it doesn't matter, because I will be able to get him anyway. There's no way I can lose this fight. I have one more attack, and if I'm lucky, it should kill him. Yeah, Celtic Warrior is really good early game. Definitely Yugi's best monster. None of them leveled up. That's okay. We've got, I don't know his name. I'm sure it's going to tell us right here. Silverfang. Okay. He is very useful. I'll just say that. Okay. I'm using my old GameCube controller, and it's not the best for this. Maybe I should get a better GameCube, or not GameCube controller, Xbox controller. Maybe I'll go see if I can borrow another one. I've got a better one, a less used one I can probably sync up. Okay, so I know that I might as well send her just for reinforcements, because I don't know how strong he'll be. This guy's supposed to leave. I kind of want him to leave. Man, I'm definitely going to have to get a better controller. This one's, like, so worn out for this game. Like, look at that. I'm not doing most of these movements. Like, it just kind of does it. It's just because the joysticks are really old and worn, and I'll have to get a better one. Okay, also, certain monsters are faster than other monsters. This particular monster is, from what I understand, he's one of the faster monsters in the game. I want you to get out. When do you leave? Okay, fuck it. I'll just do a full attack. He should get out at some point, but if he does, I'll meet him on the road, because he'll head straight for this castle. I'm pretty sure he's programmed to do that, so... even if he doesn't, I'll have, I don't know what this guy's name is. Shyman. That's what I call him. Shyman, Sheeman, don't care. And then this is Fizdiz. I don't know how to pronounce these two names. They're the only difficult names to pronounce. Everyone else is self-explanatory. I don't have any items, and I don't have any money to buy any items yet, so... This is just the first level, so... Also, this Let's Play is going to be a lot different, because what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be doing intros and outros other than the intro for this episode. It's just going to be cuts. Like, I'll be cutting in and out, but each level will be an episode, but I'm not going to do an outro. I'm just going to continuously play, like, forever. You're never going to see an outro until the very end. So, I'm just going to... When I want to cut, I'll cut, continue recording as if nothing ever happened. Again, there might be some issues because it is still the emulator, so... Okay. So, smart thing to do, always, or what I always do, is attack the weakest monster first. Again, those might happen. If From what I understand, those guys don't... He doesn't do that much. Neither does this guy. Shaman has one of those weaker monsters. This guy doesn't do too much. Yeah. His other two do a decent amount. Okay, there's center guy. Usually the monster in the center always is the strongest. Most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. Okay. If we take out that one, it'll be a lot easier to attack, because you see the little stars underneath the health bar. That's how many attacks you have. And for that attack, you can either attack or you can guard. You can also wait, which won't use a star up, but it'll just skip your turn. Something else you can do, certain monsters have special attacks, which you can use the Z button for. The Z button will always use 2 stars. But none of my monsters, or on any of my guys, have a Z attack yet, so we won't need to worry about that. Okay, I'm not going to waste his attack on the weak guy. I'll use one of the weaker attacks. I know my weird octopus... Okay, he guarded. I'm not going to bother attacking him then if he guarded. That'll be a waste of an attack. And only one of them has an attack left, so... Again, this is going to be a very different Let's Play. It's completely gameplay on my part, and it's all going to be strategy, you know? It's going to be a very serious Let's Play, you know? Usually my Let's Plays are relatively lighthearted, but this is going to be a very serious, but at the same time, chill Let's Play, you know? All my Let's Plays are always chill, but this one's going to be all dead serious, set on winning this game. Because it's not like it's an easy game that I can just relax through. It takes strategy. And even though I've played it and beaten it multiple times, it's still difficult. Like, it's still not like all the other games. But it's still fun, you know? I really enjoy this game a lot. Okay, I don't really know how they decide on who attacks first. I've never really understood that, but whatever. I got to attack first there. Also, from what I understand, you regen health slowly if you're in a base. Very slowly, though. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, you could be in a base and for like an hour and you still wouldn't have enough health to survive any longer than you normally would. You can get an item, though, that regens your health a lot faster, and you can even pay money to restore all of your health. But all this stuff we'll learn about a lot later on. Okay, so I can finally get rid of that stupid bug. And with one more attack, we'll get rid of the lobster. And I'll save my... Oh, he guarded, didn't he? I wasn't paying attention to who guarded. Okay, I'm still going to attack him. He guarded, didn't he? No, he didn't. I just suck at life. Okay, don't kill it, please. Yeah, I lost it. Fuck. That's fine. I probably should have killed that lobster when I had the chance. Well, it's dead now. God damn it, stop it! I'm actually losing this fight. Yeah, I technically lost that fight, even though I took out 2 of his guys and he only took out 1 of mine. When you miss, or you do 0 damage, they get points for it. Because I missed multiple times, he got multiple points for that, for those attacks. So, that's why I lost that fight. And just like what you saw there, if you lose the fight, you have to wait a certain amount of time before your guy can move. It's luck, so there's nothing I really could have done there. Okay, please don't kill that particular monster. I don't know if I can kill this guy. Actually, he crit. I might be able to do it. Okay, Shaman's definitely going to lose his monster, but I can take this guy out in my last attacks for the Beaver Warrior. It's weird he's called a Beaver Warrior even though he has a rat tail. Oh, and he's critting too. Just don't miss here. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Good job, Beaver Warrior. MVP. Okay, Shyama's going to be pretty useless now, so I'm going to stop him from doing anything and put her in first because Yugi's still somewhat damaged, and I'll have her do the first fight. Fizdiz isn't the greatest attacker. She has two monsters that do very low amount of health. Okay, so they attack first there. Oh, apparently they also have... Oh yeah, that's true. Two of their attackers do very little amount of health too. It's just that dragon that's really difficult. See that warrior though, the one with the blue, I don't know, whatever that thing is in the hat. He is really bad at first, but later on he's really good. Okay, so they don't have any items yet. I know you get him with one of your characters, and he's definitely worth keeping to level. Like, he grows really well. Later on, you give him some specific items to boost his attack, and he gets a special ability that's absolutely worth it. So, he's kind of weak at first, but he becomes really good later on, so it'll be fun getting him later. Okay, he guarded, so don't bother wasting any attacks on him. It won't be worth it. Yeah, I doubt... Okay, I think the fucking grasshopper guarded now. Not grasshopper, that's a praying mantis. None of these guys are really worth keeping. The guy in the middle is kind of okay because of his speed, but the other two I'm probably going to switch out at some point. I'm probably going to switch out the penguin warrior. The crab later on has a special ability that's worth keeping, but I don't think the penguin warrior is really all that worth it, so we'll end up getting rid of him. Fizdiz definitely needs the help of Silver Fang. More than Yugi or Shyman do. Okay, they're all out of attacks, but so am I. Let's try to get him really low so I can take him out on one attack in the next game. Again, I won't be able to kill him, but that's okay. Be nice if you got a crit, that would have killed him. Okay, I don't really want to level most of these guys, so we will send Yugi in now to finish them off. Yeah, you lost, that's okay. Okay, how do I make... Yeah, the cursor. I want the cursor to be bigger there. Yeah, Yugi's monster is very slow. Fizdiz is pretty fast. I don't know how they determine how fast certain characters go. It's definitely not size of the ball, because I've seen like really big monsters go faster than some of the slower monsters, but I've never really looked at how they determine that. I don't really care that much. Of course you get a critical there. Oh, we'll also be getting this dragon after. That dragon will be going to Shyman to replace that weird octopus thing. Oh, that's a nice crit. Oh, they missed. They suck. Oh, they lost points. True. Okay, so you lose points. Get another crit, dude. Not enough. That's okay. I'll have Karibo finish him off. And I'll put all my good attacks with the Celtic Warrior into the dragon. They always go after Karibo. I don't know why. Okay, Karibo, please do 52 damage. Are you kidding me? Karibo, you suck. You suck so much. That's okay. I won this with by a long shot. Yeah, he might kill Karibo. The dragon's pretty strong. Ooh, just barely. Let's see if if Karibo manages to survive the next fight. Okay. Yeah, as soon as this episode's over, I'm gonna go see if I can't find a different Xbox controller to use. I'll also try to... Oh, no, that's it. I just need to get the other Xbox controller. We've determined that Shift F1 is the save state button. Okay, quickly take that thing out. There we go. Doesn't really matter if Kribo dies now. All of our attacks will be going to the dragon, so... Yeah, that's not a tremendous loss. And one more attack and you should be done. There we go. Yeah, dialogue is not important. There we go. So we got 2 new monsters now, and we got some items we can give out. That'll be useful. Yeah, useless dialogue, not important.